Anyone who does anything useful will not go unpaid. Throughout college, many of us find part-time jobs, internships, and do volunteer work in order to better ourselves and better our future. However, when we work, we should expect to be rewarded for the contributions our work has made to the company. For example, this past summer, I did a full-time internship and could not imagine if I were not paid for the work I did, because I knew that this work benefited the company. Additionally, I could not imagine being able to survive living in DC if I were not paid. As I said, this internship was full-time, so therefore, I worked 40 hours a week, and this would both be mentally and physically draining if I had to take up a second job in order to survive. However, many students are still taking unpaid internships. Many of these interns are doing work that is similar to those who are in an entry-level position and are doing this work unpaid. Throughout this speech, I will discuss why interns should be paid for their work. If you take a look at my visual aid, you will see what I will be discussing. First, why people do internships. Second, the difference between those who are interns and those in an entry-level role. And lastly, the importance of being paid. Many people do internships to gain experience. However, few can afford to do this unpaid. In my own experience, many of my friends have had the opportunity to intern for the government. However, these internships were unpaid. My friend took this internship because it is in the field that he wants to pursue in the future. However, my friend was able to do this because he had financial support from his family. Having this support makes it possible to do unpaid internships. However, not everyone is fortunate enough to have this financial support. Many people will take these internships in order to gain experience in their field. Interns accept these unpaid internships, but they are doing work that constitutes employment status. As seen in Glatt v. Fox Searchlight Picture Inc., several people took an unpaid internship to gain work experience. Many of these people were not only students, but were also 40-year-old men who just wanted a career change. Although they knew the internship was unpaid, they were performing tasks that full-time employees were, and they therefore believed they deserved to be paid a fair wage for this work. Therefore, much of the work being done by these interns is work that may be done by those at the entry level. If the work being done by interns is similar to the work being done by those at the entry level, why are interns not being paid? From my own personal experience, I began the same day as an employee starting the entry-level role of the company. Her and I did the exact same work and therefore should both be compensated for this work. But there are rules that companies need to reinforce if they wish to do unpaid internships. There are 7 factors stated by the Department of Labor for internship programs. Under the Fair Labor Standards Act, it states that the following needs to be implemented in order to have unpaid internships. 1. The extent to which the intern and the employer clearly understand that there is no expectation of compensation. Any promise of compensation, express or implied, suggests that the intern is an employee, and vice versa. 2. The extent to which the internship provides training that would be similar to that which would be given in an educational environment, including the clinical and other hands-on training provided by educational institutions. 3rd, the extent to which the internship is tied to the intern's formal education program by integrated coursework or the receipt of academic credit. 4th, the extent to which the internship accommodates the intern's academic commitments by corresponding to their academic calendar. 5th, the extent to which the internship's duration is limited to the period in which the internship provides the intern with beneficial learning. 6th, the extent to which the intern's work complements rather than displaces the work of other paid employees while providing significant educational benefits to the intern. And 7, the extent to which the intern and the employer understand that the internship is not conducted without entitlement to a paid job for the conclusion of the internship. Therefore, it is very important for those to be paid for the work they've done. Being paid for your work shows that a company cares about you. Being paid can also boost employee morale. In the case of an intern, one that is paid is more likely to stay within that company in the future. They feel that the company they have worked for appreciates their work and what they have done. In a recent study reported by Tech Republic, approximately 65% of those who are interns stay, and while those who are not interns with the company have a retention rate of 46%. Additionally, the benefit of these companies who hire interns, it proves that a happy employee is a productive employee. If an employee is paid well and feels appreciated, they are willing to work harder. In conclusion, I've discussed why interns deserve to be paid for their work. So what I ask for you is to stop taking unpaid internships and really value yourself. And if you're hiring interns, stop taking advantage of those who are willing to do unpaid internships and stop taking advantage of the work they do. We all deserve to be paid for our work since we contribute so much to a company, and employees need to remember that a company's employees are its greatest asset and your people are your product.